First of all, I think we have much more successes than we do any challenges in the care of traumatic brain injury. As we know, about 80 to 85% of those who've been concussed will get better within a 7 to 10 day period. Most will get better by 3 months. The small subset of those folks who don't get better after that period are a concern to us, and I think that's why over the past 14 years there's been a renewed interest in research into traumatic brain injury. There are a lot of new innovations taking a look at biomarkers. So things within the body that we can draw blood, test to see whether or not somebody's had a concussion, neuroimaging, other tests. And the reason why we do these is to see whether or not there are subsets that perhaps we need to treat differently. And what's the difference between those who are going to get better after a concussion and those who have lingering symptoms? Additionally, some of the things that we've found out, for example, one would be multiple concussions. We know that if someone has had a concussion and hasn't gotten the proper medical attention and the proper rest and return to activities, and they sustain another concussion, they're more likely to have persistent symptoms than those who have just had a single concussion. I think some of the other things that we want to take a look at are what's the relationship between traumatic brain injury and post-traumatic stress disorder. We know there's an association, but there isn't a cause and effect. We know that if you've sustained a traumatic brain injury, you're at a higher likelihood of developing PTSD, but you can have a traumatic brain injury without PTSD and vice versa. I think one of the big things that DVBIC is doing to take a look at not only the relationship of traumatic brain injury to post-traumatic stress disorder, but to any associated problem, to include chronic pain, sleep problems, headache, balance problems, would be the 15-year longitudinal studies currently being conducted. This study or set of studies is in its 3rd year and will continue, as the name implies, for 15 years.